Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Beowulf back at it with another video. Woo! We got the RXT X right behind me, 2018 300. Baby, what's up? All right. So you guys have been probably wondering in the last couple videos, what is in this box? What did he buy? What did he get? What's he doing? What's going on with this thing? Are we making it slow or making it faster? Oh, you know, we're making it faster. So, you know, I knew the best people to hit up to get this thing faster. Riva Racing. Woo! What do we got in here? Woo! We got the Stage 1 kit that we're installing for RXT X. This thing's gonna be a lot faster. It's like, I think, 75 miles per hour. We've been just stuck in like the 69, 70 mile per hour range. It's time to get it quicker. So let's just see what's in the box so far. So first thing I pull out, we got part of the intake. Another piece of intake. That's a big intake. It's like a elephant trunk. What do we got else in the box? Here we go. Got the Can-Am filter. And there's like a shroud that goes over this to keep from water getting in it. Accessories. It's pretty cool. This is what's gonna make it quicker. This is the speed override. This is GPS that keeps it from going faster. So these people that have older jet skis aren't aware, it's all GPS that controls it. The Coast Guard can't make you go over a certain speed. If you're out of the US, the thing does come over 70 miles per hour. So here's this module. Get close up, look at that. Woo, we're gonna get it installed. These accessories, then, we're not gonna use the hardware, most of the hardware, because we're using the Stage 1 kit. I've kind of looked over all the instructions to get an idea. So if you were just to buy this is drilled differently. So if you're watching the video, the Stage 1 kit and this part, if you weren't doing it together, or their intake, it mounts somewhere else. So we're only using a little bit of hardware for that. All right, so it's gonna mount most of the electronics onto. So there's some drilling to do in this. I've looked through it. There's like a couple things that need to be drilled holes into. So be prepared. You're going to be drilling more accessories. Last but not least, another plate with, you're obviously going to be mounting something on it. So it doesn't look like a lot, but this job does take 4.5 hours to do. Good thing is I've already removed a few things from past videos because I'm shooting all the videos in one day. So I don't have to keep on removing stuff. But again, if you're new, go back and first watch the one where I show my video how to do the oil change on RXT X. That'll show you how you remove the cover that covers over the engine. Yeah, so make sure you guys click into that and it'll kind of show the steps to where we're getting at now. Alright, so here's the setup. Alright, so this is already removed. What I gotta do is you gotta remove, there's a nut here, there's a nut there. So I'm removing that next. Step, I have to remove this, and this. I've already removed these two. And then pull this panel out. So you can access this bolt here. I would recommend pulling this off. It doesn't say in the instructions, but it is kind of complex to re-bolt it back in. So that's what I would do. And you see by removing this how much easier it is to get in here. The bolt removing is right there. You could have got in there, but it's kind of hard to put it back in, I'd have to say. Alright, so the next part of the install, we have to remove all these bolts. Got two here, boom, the whole way, because we're pulling this thing straight up. Sorry, I got some junk in there, water bottles and stuff, but so you're getting like all the way back in here. Yeah, so you're getting this one. Let's see, there's one right here, here, and right here. And we just pull up. So let's get it loosened up. Also too, you got to remove the gas cap to do this before you lift. So, all right, to remove this, it does not have it in the instructions. So this will be attached, and you have to do is turn it to the right. Actually, I think it was, yeah. It was up like this. So you turn this to the right from right here, and it'll untwist this where you can pop this thing off. But you just got to keep on turning, not from up here, like right here, and you twist it right, and then it'll unhook. But be ready, this thing's heavy. I use a bungee cord that I'm hooking here, but this is really heavy, so be very, very careful because this will hurt you if it lands on your head. Just be advised. All right, so far I got this pulled up. Now what you have to do is cut. It's hard to see in here. There's a zip tie here, and a zip tie here, and you have to cut this so we can pull this up. And to get this out of here. Alright, so I don't think you were supposed to cut one of the zip ties, but I want a little bit more room in here. I'll figure out how to hook that one back up. But I unhooked all this, that unclips, and then I'm gonna support this so the coolant doesn't leak out, so I'm unhooking that next, and I'm gonna have some bungees or something, hook that up so it doesn't make a mess. Alright, so I unclipped everything, use a bungee cord to hook it up there so this thing doesn't leak. The next step is there is straps to strap this one out. The next step is actually we need to unhook some screw here. Yeah, this is just a mess. Yeah, you gotta tighten this. See right down in there, you gotta tighten that. So that's the next step. Alright, you need to cut 2 zip ties, one here, and there's one right there, because this box is coming out. So the next step you have to do, I already removed it, there's a strap here, and a strap right over there. And then there's 2 straps there and 2 straps there, and I'm going to be able to pull this thing straight forward out. Alright, so the stock air box is out. Now the next thing you have to do is, they have for the gas tank, straps you have to run across, because the stock air box would be what's holding this thing down. Now there's no straps. I'll tell you, what has to come as a new mod is a bigger tank to put in this thing. Because now with like, people are watching and want to make aftermarket parts, I'll tell you, easily now we can make a bigger tank in this thing. That's what should be done. Alright, so I got my brother here to help me out, the real Gucci Gavin. If you haven't subscribed to his channel yet, make sure you subscribe. Right?
That's right.
The real Gucci Gavin?
That's right.
Alright, so it took 2 people to do this. There are these straps that hook on the fuel tank. It takes 2 people to do these. Especially this one in the back was like really hard. And my brother helped me out, and he's now a mechanic.
Yeah, now we're waiting for them to send a stage one kit for you.
Well, which one? Tell them they're watching, so tell them what you think they should do.
RXP-X stage 1 kit.
That's what we're looking to do. So hook us up. Let's do a rundown to see who's faster, both modified. All right, so I reinstalled the zip ties, and those plastic tubes are hooked back in. This is pushed down. I can't tighten it until I get this mounted up because this is the only thing holding this up right now. All right, so next step is remove this. Don't remove the inlet for the supercharger. If you didn't already do the oil catch can, this hose would be going down there, so you don't need to disconnect that. But then you need to unplug this. Alright, so I already removed part of the water box hosing. It says in the instructions to pull it off from here, so that's what I'm going to try doing. Which doesn't make kind of sense because it'd be otherwise a hassle to hook back in. So, and also too, you got to remove that strap back there. Alright, so the water box is out. Awesome. Remove the sensor there, and then you have to drill and mark there. So that's the next step. Alright, mark the mark where I'm going to drill. There's no turning back once you start drilling. Alright, so next step is you got to cut out this template they had. Basically, you're here. I don't have like painter's tape or whatnot. I have electrical tape. I'm just trying to get this thing just perfect. But you basically hold it down right there. I might do another piece of tape right up there before I drill it. But you're drilling holes. You cut a hole there that hooks into this bolt right here. And then you want to get it kind of perfect. I'm going to try to do, I did one piece of tape there. I'm probably going to do one up here just to make sure it's like really snug in. It's a little harder doing electrical tape on this, but I'll do the job because it's real quick. You drill the holes, and then this bracket hooks on there, so it's pretty easy. I already had the bracket installed. You had to drill the holes. You saw in the last thing. I already hooked up all the stuff. You follow the instructions, it's pretty easy to figure out. But this is a SCOM. This is the thing that disables the GPS. So normally if you just bought that, it would be mounting up here. You would already drill, which you don't have to because it mounts right here. So it's smart to buy the Stage 1 kit so you can mount it all there and not have other holes already drilled up here. So if you're in the market of doing stuff in it, it's just hard to get it just straight, but I mean there's kind of enough room there. I might have to just move that a tad by the battery so it's not touching. That's what I think I'll have to do, but it's looking pretty good. Some more drilling. This is for coolant reservoir. You have to drill these holes in here. Like I said before, I don't have like painter's tape or whatnot, so I got electrical tape. I might add a little strip there because it kind of comes undone when you're drilling it. But I have electric tape, and this does the job. I'm going to drill the holes, and I hook the bracket up, and then you got to drill. It'll say in the instructions what type of drill bit, but then you got to drill like, let's see, a hole right in the back there, right there. Zip tie it on. So let's get it going, guys. All right, so got that mounted up. I'm gonna get my vacuum to kind of vacuum out this fiberglass pieces from drilling and stuff, cleaning that up. And then the next step I'm gonna do is put all this back together. So reversing how I showed you guys how to take it off. Hook the shock back on, tighten this all up, hook the fuel cap and all that back in there. We're waiting on a part to put back here, which is coming next 7 days, but it'll be all shot in the video, so it won't look like it took long. But we're waiting for stuff, so I can't finish it all tonight. Yes, and I'm waiting on some other part. This piece that would mount onto there, there's some in stock, how it came, so I'm waiting for that. But I'll be including in the video. It's just gonna take longer. It's taking longer than what it's claimed than 4.5 hours. I can tell you that. But it's coming along. It looks sharp. I mean, I'm not complaining. I think it looks good, and it's looking a little bit more tidier up. It's freed up a lot of space in here, which is good. So once the next couple of parts, the video is going to continue, but it'll be all shot in one. It's just there's a lot of waiting with stuff, so it's taking a little longer, but it's all going to get done, guys. Woohoo! Okay, guys. So far everything is buttoned back up here. Everything's bolted in. It's the reverse of how I took it all apart. This, to put it back, you first start down there, leaning it in, and this comes loose up here, and to loosen it was turning this way to the right. Now you got to make sure this part here lines back up with this because it comes disconnected, and then you turn to the left, twist a bunch, and it'll be back in and seat correctly. Everything in the front of the nose is all connected back up. Now we got some other cool stuff that I didn't get into the video to now. I ordered it because you'd have to drill on the stock water box, but the water box is out. I'm pulling this out. I don't know if you call this like, well, it's an exhaust pipe, but it's like a silicone hose. But what I have to do is cut the zip ties on here, and here. This is for the, I think that's the lines for the bilge pump. And you cut the zip ties here. You're gonna take this pipe out, way back in there, and check this out. This is a new one. All from Riva Racing. So I got this, and then inside the house I still had the I had the Riva Racing water box. Time to get all installed. All right, so this stock exhaust is gone. Look at all that freed up space. Oh my gosh. So this pipe is gonna go into there, and yeah, this is pretty cool. It freed up a lot of room in here. All right, so I got part of the exhaust installed. Now it's time to put that water box in. Also, this clamp has this like black ring that goes on there. And then this plastic, the velocity stack twist on it. And there's like little Allen keys you tighten the black ring collar and you twist the velocity stack on. That's on the supercharger. So also too, here's a comparison of this is the Riva Racing water box, and then here's the stock BRP Sea Doo box. But look at that, all the exhaust installed. Time to put the water box in. What? Oh man, it's almost done. Okay, so I got the exhaust all hooked up. There's a zip tie that comes in the kit for the exhaust pipe. That you first zip tie around the pipe, then another zip tie around the bilge lines. You zip tie it to there. You tighten way back there, and that's all snug. You gotta make sure it all lines up. You also too want to make sure this is a good distance away from here. The water box is all connected. I never had to take off, but for the catch can, that's all there. I ran it down farther. So this is all set up here. The next part is to do the whole intake. That will bring it all the way over there, coming across the top. It's almost done. It's unbelievable. It's almost done. But it looks so freaking awesome, doesn't it, guys? Doesn't it look so cool? Man, no more huge unit. I wonder what this thing's gonna sound like. I'm pretty excited. To fire it up, take her out on the water. So you remove, this is the old engine, like the mount to lift out the engine. This is the old one. This is the new one with the kit. You want to use red Loctite on these. 2 bolts. And I think the intake mounts onto this so far where we're going on the install. So let's get it going. Don't forget to put the water box clamp on there to hold it down. Got that hooked up. Let's get the pipe all on. There we go, almost installed. So got the hose all connected up. You're gonna run the rest there, and it's nearly done, guys. Okay, guys, finally got the intake installed. The instructions say you should do section by section. It took me forever to get this on, and it's a lineup thing. I took the whole thing back apart and assembled it all out. The instructions say do this part and then that. There's just no way it's gonna fit on this silicone hose. I mean, it was a battle to get it on. Plus too, when you have to add the oil, I would not disconnect that. I would just slip it off from down there and then pull it off, because otherwise you can't get to your oil. There's like a bolt that goes here. I'm not gonna totally button it up because I'm gonna pull it out with the Jeep SRT, start it up, make sure everything's working right, add some more oil into it. Like I said in the last video when I did the oil change, I only put 3/4. I'm not sure if it needs to add any more into the 4th amount. But it's pretty much done. I gotta put the cover back on, but I'm not gonna do that until I know everything is perfect. And then, yeah, this is it. This is how this is how you install the Stage 1 Riva Racing for the RXT X 2018 Sea Doo. Look at the exhaust on that thing. Oh man, looks so good. Whew. It's been a lot of work, a lot longer than what they say it takes, but it looks like it's well worth it. We'll have to see what it's like in the water and how we fire up and make sure there's nothing going wrong. The other thing you cannot remove, that I think I might have said it, I just don't remember. This pipe here is from the original intake right here. The only way you're going to get that out is if you pull the engine out, because it's like tucked away in some foam there. I've tried everything to get it out, and I just can't get it out. It's kind of stuck in there until if I ever pull the engine out. So I'm going to button her up and do all what I have to do, but you'll see where this thing fires up in a second. Alright, so it's going to be the first time firing this thing up. Double check everything before I put the cover back on. You guys ready to hear what this thing sounds like? I'm pretty excited. It's going to be louder. Let's fire up. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, this is like as loud as the Hellcat. Oh, it sounds so amazing. Holy cow. Yeah. Holy god. You can't even talk around this thing anymore. good idea doing this mod. Looks like everything's working fine. Alright, so I double checked. Everything's all tightened down. All looking good. Now I use this company called Chemical Guys. This is their boat wipe down. So I'm going to kind of clean up because it's been working all over here. There's a little dirty and stuff. I'm going to wipe down everything before I put the lid back on because you want to have a good seal and you don't want to see, you can look closer, stuff like that. And just kind of wipe her down. We're going to take her out today. A little later, so we're gonna hear this thing fire up and see what it sounds like. So let's get it all wiped down, ready to go, and put her back together. And she's all ready to rock and roll, guys. What?